All right. We've got a big best of 3 series here from the Kung Fu Cup number 5. Shopify Rebellion's BYUN in the top, bottom left side of the map. Playing Terran, going for his famous 2-Rax Reaper opening. And he's got his work cut out for him because he's up against the GSL champion. That's right, the man of the hour, Onside Gaming Solar. All it took was Maru not making it through the opening round of a season at GSL, and this man looked unstoppable. He destroyed everybody. The only criticism is that the games weren't that exciting or memorable because he won so easily. I mean, this man wrecked pretty much everyone he played. I don't even know what his hardest match was. The finals looked easy against Gumiho. The match against Dark, super one-sided 3-0 in the semifinals. Just an absolute monster. That being said, the only thing holding back this new Solar who has ascended, the moment Maru's out of the picture, Solar has ascended and taken that magic. Now, to be fair, maybe he stole that power from Serral after going 5-0 in maps against him this year in Premier tournaments. But I think there is one force that's holding back Solar right now, and that is the fact that he is forever doomed to be in a lockdown of a 50% win rate versus BYUN. BYUN and Solar constantly play every week. They trade series back and forth non-stop. It is always a close match. And BYUN's going to open up with a 3-Rax Reaper. An incredibly aggressive strategy. He's going to bring pedal to the metal, the fight to Solar. Now, something I didn't point out, Solar is actually building 8 Zerglings already. So building a lot of Lings to make sure he's safe against this. I do think the Reaper crosses very quickly on Alcyon, something I've noticed. Is actually Solar... Ooh, he's actually down 4 series against BYUN going into this match. So I think it's something like 79 wins for BYUN, 75 for Solar. And usually they're within 1 or 2 series of each other. So, but BYUN is up at a whopping 51.3% win rate right now, which is one of the biggest leads either of them has had on the other in the last few years. See if Solar can turn that around here. Start to get things back in his favor. Already 3 Reapers on the front. 4th Reaper coming over as well. I love that. Leaves the lower point Reapers on the low ground. Jumps the higher point one to the high ground. He's already got a few Zerglings. He's going after the Queens. You do not want to lose a Reaper, though. Losing your Reapers really diminishes your repeated ability to keep going in and out. Link speed only 15 seconds away. It's a very quick link speed for Solar. But doesn't want to give away too many of these Zerglings. That Reddit point Queen there, she is baiting those Reapers forward. 5 Reapers on the front. That's enough to one-shot Zerglings and drones. No third base will be able to get down here for Solar. But I wonder, does BYUN just keep massing Reapers and then just try to fight the Zerglings? Because if there's one player who can beat mass Zergling with micro, it might be BYUN. On the other hand, this map does not have any cool ledges for him to abuse. So it's purely just got to be stutter step and good Reaper grenade placement. He knows there's a lot of Zerglings out there. Dude, this is so scary. I mean, Solar's massing Zerglings. He should be able to kill this. BYUN is playing with fire right now, and he's about to burn his hand. I tell you, man, it's only a matter of time until Solar decides to just swarm him with the Zerglings. He's going for like 40 Zerglings. BYUN needs to go home. BYUN's crazy. BYUN, go home. Dude, you're actually insane. You are a crazy, but you're gonna stay here with 9 Reapers? There's like 30, 40 Zerglings coming on top of him right now. There's no way he can take a good fight. And there's nowhere to run except inside the Zerg's main, which is his best option right now. Oh, wait, you can jump there? Oh, I forgot there's a ledge there. But look at that. He already opened the minerals. Oh, the positioning, though. Oh, BYUN's grenade working against him. He would have been better off just staying in position and just letting his Reapers fight. But the grenade actually backfires. Dude, the positioning was perfect, but the grenade broke his formation, bounced 3 Reapers to the high ground. Dude, I'm surprised Solar didn't drop a question mark. Normally, these guys have so much attitude for each other in their matches. And after a mistake like that, I feel like Solar had to resist rubbing salt in the wound there. That was ridiculous. All right, Stim's on the way as well as +1. Unfortunately, Marine's popping on the outside. Does he risk lowering the depot? I think as long as they're against the wall, it's not worth trading Zerglings on that. Starport's on the way. +1 weapons. And BYUN's going to maybe comment on that Reaper grenade now. Unfortunately, I don't speak Korean, so I look forward to the YouTube comments on this one. Scroll down. Good chance someone did actually translate it. Just remember, half of the translations in quotation marks will be clearly made up by people who don't actually read Hangul and speak Korean. So just keep in mind, the one guy who's like, oh, BYUN says, I love you, I want you so badly right now. No, the weird fan fiction comments, that's not an accurate translation. I'm saying that Because it's a guess. I'll admit I don't speak it, but let's be honest. If experience teaches me anything, the only thing these guys want to make love to is their opponent's worker lines. And I don't know if that's really love. That's they just want to kill them. I don't think killing and love are really the same thing, Pig. Anyways, big marine time coming forwards. Solar has to expect this. This is the standard follow-up when you go for a 3-Rax Reaper opening. It's almost always a massively delayed third command center. And so he's going to mass Zerglings and Queens. 8 Queens ready. Not a lot of transfuse. But the Marines being a little bit careful until those medevacs get over with 5 more Marines on the way across the map. He's actually saved a few scans, has BYUN. He's got 2 scans available. Always want to have a scan ready when you arrive with your Marines so you can clear the creep. That's a lot of Marines. Oh my god. 28 Marines with stim. Combat shields is not quite ready, but they're going to go for it. Trying to bait those Zerglings forward. Oh, yeah. The Zerglings are going to commit. Nice angle for Solar. Oh, Solar just obliterated him. BYUN just went to Pound Town, man. And the Queens bathe in the blood of those Marines. Oh, that was brutal, mate. That's, I mean, that's game over. Now, to be fair, guys, the last time I said that's game over in a BYUN vs. Solar game on this map, I'm pretty sure it was on this map as well, right? Where BYUN came back? Actually, no, it was a different map, but BYUN made a crazy comeback recently versus Solar, and BYUN's done that before. To be fair, though, I mean, this position's terrible. He doesn't have a third command center. He's all in on Marine Tank, now Liberator. He's going to try and harass with a double drop on the left, but man, this is a disaster of an opening series of events. Solar's on 72 workers. His Lair and Baneling Speed are almost there. He's got to cancel a hatchery. Nice pickup there for BYUN. And BYUN needs extreme efficiency because he is mining 600 less minerals a minute. And that number's going to get worse and worse as time goes on. Creep respreading on the left. We've also got creep all across the middle here. And on that right side. The 1-1 upgrades are almost finished. And 1-1 will be finishing for BYUN in about a minute, but he will not have the ability to start 2-2. No armory down, no 4th and 5th barracks. Third command center about halfway done behind this. BYUN will limp into a longer game. And I guarantee you, BYUN's going to do things like picking up his whole army and just shoving it in the main and hoping to catch Solar out of position, maybe making some mistakes here and there. For now, it's more of just a frontal poke. BYUN, big ball of Marines, trying to bait him into the tanks. Nice counterattack though. Oh, whoa, BYUN, he's not even repairing his wall. Oh, BYUN, he was so focused on the aggression, he literally just gets his wall torn down and he just taps. He's like, I'm dead. All right, guys, that was a rough game 1 for BYUN. I love that Solar hit a drone at his third and then went and mined out the mineral wall before taking the third base so that his Lings could flank. If BYUN just stood and fought with his Reapers rather than grenading, I don't know if it would have been definitely more efficient for him. I wonder how much more efficient. He's going to go for the low ground depot again. No surprises here at all. You can basically assume that BYUN is very regularly going to be doing that 2-Rax Reaper opening. On this map, I actually love 1-Rax Reaper. I think is fantastic. Or 1-Rax Marine, I should say. Because you got such a nice little narrow ramp to defend. And if you can deny an Overlord getting on this pillar, it does put the Zerg quite in the dark. And yep, no surprises. Second guy going out. Solar's gone a very standard hatchery first opening. Went down on 47 seconds. Gas goes down nice and early. 1:05 gas. So he takes that gas a bit earlier. And I guarantee you he's going to put 3 workers on gas straight away as well. This is the modern Korean adjustment versus this. Cyril, of course, enjoyed his 15 hatch 15 pool opening to counter the low ground 2-Rax. But the Koreans are just like, okay, pull 3 workers onto gas straight away. Startling speed immediately. Look at that. Beautiful. Very well done there by Solar. It does slightly mess up his mining, but not a big deal. And one of the advantages is you don't really feel you need to scout with this 2-Rax opening. And BYUN hates worker scouting at the start. He would always rather put that money into fighting units, production, economy. He does not like making the sacrifice of sending a worker across the map. Really liking the new map so far. I feel like they've just added enough variety that we are seeing a wider range of games. And it does feel like there's a bit more variety. Like, it used to be Zerg vs. Terran, always the same 3 maps, but now that there's 9 maps, I do feel the players have a little bit more freedom to adjust those vetoes. And series to series, player to player, there's a bit more variety. Command center goes down behind this. There is 8 Zerglings already on the way for Solar. Overlord does see the 3rd command center, and he should go hide that Overlord now. Probably don't want to leave that on the pillar for too long. You can leave it there for maybe another 30 seconds, but then you need to get to safety or the Marines can kill you. Reaper's not able to get a single kill so far. Link speed already almost halfway done. Creep tumor in the main and an inject on the natural. Nice way of doing it for Solar. Oh, Reaper's happy to stand and fight. Good focus fire though. He keeps focusing the low hit point Reaper right up until that last little engage. And now with 2 queens on the front, not to mention Zerglings easily deflecting Reapers going up to the main. And BYUN jumps the single Reaper up, single Reaper down, single Reaper up, single Reaper down, Reaper up, Reaper down. Oh, that's cute. That's very cute. Oh, that micro is slick. Man, he's so annoying. Drone does sneak in and takes that 3rd base. Solar knows he's got Link speed almost ready. He's only lost 3 Zerglings, but this was only a 3 Reaper opening. And these guys definitely should get home sooner rather than later for BYUN. 3rd command center comes up behind the factory, and we will be seeing a starport and then the reactor in the swap around in the near future. Of course, you always want to go stim before you go for a starport with any 2-1-1 style opening. Reaper's in the middle. Zerglings in nearby. Overlord saw him pull back. He has not seen the Zerglings yet, though. Solar's hoping to catch those Reapers being a bit too ambitious on his side of the map.
Command center upgrade complete.
Orbital command center finishes. Mules start dropping on the natural for BYUN. Now, this is a much more flexible build order. 2 barracks with a faster 3rd command center. You're looking to do some harassment, but it is just that. It's harassment. It's not that crazy 3 racks push he did in the previous game where, obviously not having enough medevacs to pick up his Marines, he just went a bit too deep. Solar had plenty of queens and lings and shut him down. Solar's now on 40 drones. 2nd gas coming in as well. And those first 2 medevacs will be starting. When they come out, that lines up with a lot of stim Marines being on the map. Wait, what is he doing? Oh, he actually lifts off the reacted barracks to kill the Overlord. Nice. And we should be seeing that double engineering bay going down momentarily. Oh, he's actually going to get a gas first. I guess he doesn't have enough gas to get the double upgrades just yet. Double Evo chamber very early. Solar's playing greedy here. And that's very much appropriate against a fast 3rd command center. He doesn't know it's a fast 3rd, but he sees a few Marines moving out. Doesn't look like that big of a move out. I think he can assume what's happening. Reapers are going to clean up that rally point. Double engineering bay goes down behind the natural expand. 3 more barracks will be next on the menu. Bam, bam, bam. Very solid setup for BYUN. Queen's got to be careful there, Solar. You do not want to be moving off creep, mate. 54 workers for Solar, 45 for BYUN. BYUN's going to try and go drop around the right side into the main. Cute maneuvers for him. A single Marine on the front here. Going to be sent home. 3rd command center floating out. Double upgrades have started. Starport is going to go build a new reactor there. He'd accidentally rallied that to the natural. That was a mistake. Marine drop in the main. Oh, great move. Oh, Solar's so quick, though. Solar's reaction is so fast. Takes very little damage. Loses only a single drone. Queen gets a bit of damage on the medevacs on the way out as well. A few Reapers are still down there, but there's a 4th base on the way, and Solar is droning. Going to 55 workers. He also blocked BYUN's 3rd base. Cleans up the Marine with that Zergling. Really nice play there. BYUN has been powering. Notice he doesn't have many Marines. He's been cutting Marine production in order to get upgrades. 5 barracks, armory, all of those things are what he's going for. He's also hitting a slight supply block on 93. Depot just finished there, sorry, on 85. And the Reaper's finally getting cleaned up here. And BYUN does lose all of those Reapers. Medevacs in the top. Ready to try to slow down the creep spread. The worker difference is close enough that this is a very even game. But it remains to be seen what happens next. I mean, for BYUN, it looks like Widowmine play. Something we don't see as often from him. I feel like he's been a Marine tank boy for quite a while, but I love Widowmines versus Solar. I feel they're one of his big weaknesses. I've always said that playing greedy into just Widowmine Bio is a crazy high win rate for Maru versus Solar. Pretty good for Clem as well. BYUN, he's very good with his micro. Is he good with the overall mechanics, though? Is he good enough at macroing behind his micro? Will he remember to start 2-2 for once? Whereas he often only starts +2 armor and doesn't start the attack, you know? Hydra's coming in as well. Hydra's counter Widowmines very nicely. +2 armor does start, but of course his 1+1 is not finished yet, so fair enough. Second factory goes down. Still no fourth command center for BYUN. We're getting closer to 8 minutes, and it does seem more and more like he is very much focused on this 3-base aggression. The lack of that +2 attack, okay, I was like, please don't have called that he's going to forget this pig. Did I just jinx him? But no, he remembers +2 soon after. He's only a few seconds behind on the upgrades. He's going to break these rocks and start parading through the middle. Widowmine's looking for some setups there. Feels like a very chilled out game. We all know that Solar is one of the less interesting Zerg vs Terran players. It's more about how will he defend what his opponent throws at him. He wants to just defend to hive tech. Pretty much every game he's good at it. Why wouldn't you do that if you're good at it? Oh, good micro by BYUN, but one of the Banelings connecting early did put some damage on his units. BYUN going to move in on the left side, gets a queen, saves all 16 Marines and rotates north. Nice movements. Interestingly, BYUN's opening all the paths up here just so he has freedom to move around and clear the creep. Right now, it really feels like mopping up the creep is his primary duty. Fourth command center is on the way, as well as 3 more barracks inside the main base. BYUN's getting all the pieces for a late game. We might get to see a late game war. I don't know if that's in his best interest, though. Solar is better than BYUN in the late game. Oh, that ambush is devastating. Solar, decent enough spreadies against the Widowmines as well. That was a huge boo-boo from BYUN. Does end up losing all of his momentum. Solar should be able to respread that creep right now. Pulled all of his queens to the left to defend the drop. Gonna stim forward as BYUN. Plenty of Banelings there. Gets rid of the creep tumor, and he'd like to focus a few Banelings down before picking up, but Solar's not giving him an easy opportunity. Goes for the queen, doesn't quite get her, gets a Baneling or two and saves almost all of the Marines though. Unfortunately, he doesn't unload the second medevac as he clicked too close to the edge with the unload. There we go, he's going to fix that now. 3 Widowmines building at a time, as well as Drilling Claws. 4th base floating out. 75 workers versus 84. Hive and Lurkaden has begun. Solar's putting his opponent on a timer. His 2-2's just finished. Does need to start those range upgrades just to round out his style. Hydra upgrades as well, looking pretty fantastic here. We get a second Hydra upgrade in just a moment. BYUN's afraid. And I think with very good reason. How do you defend against such a horde of Zerg? 17 Hydras. Mass Lingbane needs his army to stay very organized. Lingbane run by, ready on the bottom side, but the Sensor Tower's been spotting for it. Zergling does take a single Widowmine to the face, one of the most painful ways to go. Oh, Marine's trying to pull back right now. Oh, the Banelings! Okay, the Banelings all getting gunned down there. Marines and Marauders trying to deal with those. We've got Lingbane Hydra pushing down the south as well. Ooh, okay, Lingbane Hydra trying to move in. Okay, a lot of Widowmines are up here. Very nicely done. BYUN, he's in danger. Oh, that Widowmine actually friendly fired quite a little bit. A lot of Banelings. The Widowmines are starting to get cleaned up, but the Banelings are mostly cleaned. On the south side, BYUN needs to micro very well. If those Lings get a wraparound, the Banelings will connect. Big friendly fire from the Widowmine. But as long as the Marines survive, they'll heal up to fight another day, and these fights have been exceptional. BYUN holds on at a very scary moment in the game and is now ahead over 2,000 resources and clearing the creep in the middle of the map. He's maxed out. He's making ghosts 3-3 and more command centers. Ooh, okay. Lingbane Hydra moving south. Lurkers are on the way. +3 carapace as well. Okay, this drop is going to move to the left. The Lingbane Hydra gathering up. Solar's going to start trying to take a forward sneaky base. Thinking, hey, this is going to go late game. I need to start stealing your resources. Solar is planning ahead very well. 2 more command centers for BYUN. As you expand, you get so spread out as a Terran. I don't think you can really play a Mega Turtle style. I think playing this aggressive Biomine style is probably very smart. Oh, he's caught in enemy territory. Oh, the Widowmine's not really getting the shots they wanted to. He's only got 2 medevacs here as well. Uh-oh. That Widowmine gets a massive splashy Beautiful hit there, and he's going to bring the rest of his army over. Great micro from BYUN, gunning down the banelings. Good stutter step. He does lose a ghost or two, but units lost tab still 2,000 in his favor. Very nicely done. BYUN's going to try and secure a 5th up north. Solar sees it with a Zergling. He could pounce on that, but right now he's establishing a foothold in the middle of the map with the lurkers. Drop's going to go south. 3-3s on the way. How many orbitals did we get? 1 extra orbital, so he's on 4 orbitals right now. Planetary going up in the north. Solar does not want to give him the time to get that going, but these Hydras are exposed. A couple snipey snipes could ruin him. Widowmine gets a good shot. Quad drop on the left. Uh-oh, Solar's out of position. He did not see this coming. Massive damage coming in for BYUN on the left side of the map. Oh, hatchery goes down. 3 workers, and he saves almost all of the units. Great play by BYUN, but he does need to get that 5th base established, currently being blocked by changelings. BYUN's moving north. He's got more orbitals and a new 5th base attempt in the bottom. And I think this is smart. On this map, it's very hard to cement a static turtle position. BYUN is just saying the best defense is a good offense. I'm just going to expand to both sides of the map at once and keep attacking everywhere at once. Oh, good snipes. Gets 2 lurkers. Going to get 3. Gets a 3rd lurker. Very well done. Lings managed to kill a ghost or 2, which is pretty good. 4 ghosts have already gone down in this game. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Oh, no! Whoa! Okay, unfortunately for Solar, he abducted the medevac that was already dead, and BYUN does save the 3 medevacs. That could have been a lot worse for him, flying into Hydras and a Viper. Give me a breather, guys. Please, slow down the action for 30 seconds. Well, I don't think that action's going to slow down. Solar clears the Widow Mines on the north of the map. Managed to get a little bit of a mouthful of water in. A deep breath of air. My lord, that Widow Mine splash was big on the Zerglings. The Banelings do get towards the SCVs, but they quickly pull back. Snipe's going to punish a few of these Banelings on the way out as well. And there's a 5th base on the bottom, even though the one on the top's being delayed and denied. I think BYUN's still doing very well because his units lost tab is only minus 4,000. The problem is he doesn't know about this top right base, and I think that's so clever of Solar to have snuck this base up the top. He's also got Nidus Worms coming in that can be big playmakers. Only a single Viper. It is still mostly Ling Bane. You know, a squadron of Hydras, a couple of Lurkers, and that's a very mobile army. He's looking to catch him out of position wherever possible. BYUN, though, clearing the Changeling Scouts. Zerglings constantly being sent in to try and catch any buildings that are under construction. Not able to find any freebies. Scan, spotting. BYUN with a few Widow Mines out here as well, giving him just little bits of extra map vision on these ramps. I love these spotting Widow Mines on the ramps. Big army in the south, ready to swing in and deny that base. If he can blow this base up, BYUN is in big trouble. But BYUN puts a Widow Mine down there. He's setting up that vision. Looks like he's moving forward in the north as well. Did maybe kill one more Lurker there. Another great Widow Mine shot. BYUN's in position here. I don't think this is a good trade for Solar. Even though he has enough Banelings to kill the base, he might fail, and he's going to lose like all of his units doing it. Nidus Worm going up. BYUN's going to go for a triple drop. Big commitment, but he's got an attack at the front at the same time. Ghosts go forward there. Oh god, Banelings do back away. On the bottom, the Banelings roll back in, kill the Planetary, and a lot of workers. Nice move for Solar. The Nidus distracts, attacks on the north, pulls back, realizing that BYUN's ready for it, but then commits on the south. And getting that base is huge. The fact that there's still an Overseer in the back is also massive. Changeling spotting for a Nidus Worm behind that base. Lurker harass there could be very annoying. But with Ghost nearby, I don't think he cares too much. You almost want him to unload Lurkers so you can get some free kills. Looks like the Overseer did go down. The mass command centers are trying to build, but they're getting disrupted by these attacks. The Banelings coming through the choke point. The Blinding Cloud. Oh, very nice Blinding Cloud Baneling. He cancels the orbital morph, does lift that one off. Widowmine takes out a few more of these Zerglings. SCVs in the open, though. Lings are going to find some high value. Solar is looking good in this game. Oh, this is a big problem for BYUN right now. He needs to reclaim control of a 5th base. He cannot win this game on just 4 bases. The Baneling Hydra rolling in. More SCVs in trouble here. Oh, both sides of the mineral line get hit. And a good pullback on the Hydras. Solar is all over him right now. BYUN still has a bit of money. He can still remax. But he is losing these trades and he's losing his mining. More Zerglings running in behind, getting even more SCVs and infrastructure kills. And he's going to be able to staunch the flow, but it's just annoying and frustrating. BYUN wants to counterattack right now. He is up 30 army supply, but he's got to be careful. The creep spread for Solar Every single time you lose control of an area for a moment, the creep just returns so fast. Good spread backwards for BYUN. The Baneling count's kind of crazy right now. Taking out so much Bio Ghost. The Hydra's coming forward as well. Marauders on the top though. The concussive shells and the stim can punish these Hydras. That creep spread is fantastic and it gives him a nice path out of there. Nidus Worm going up on the other side of the map. As long as Solar can keep just making Ling Bane, he's on 89 workers versus 49. Keep in mind though, there are 6 orbitals and a new planetary established on the bottom. New Nidus Worm pops up on the front. Lurker Ling's gonna pop out and ruin his day. Oh man. BYUN is desperate. He's counterattacking. He's basically all in with this army. The Banelings on the north, a little slow to roll in there, kind of a little bit behind everything else, but clearing a lot of the Terran nonetheless. It might not be the most cost-efficient trades. He's down 11,000 resources. The unit's lost his Solar, but he is killing enough that I think he can probably do it. Oh, snipes on the Hydras. The Hydra frontline gets popped. Solar needs to pull back, gather his forces, and get a proper army together. That last fight or two was a little bit sloppy. There is a Zergling down there. The planetary cleans it up. Third base is gone. If he gets a Lurker behind the mineral line, which is exactly what he's doing, he's going to ruin BYUN's mining on that base. Beautiful plays there by Solar. Solar running forward. I don't think he has the units to fully clear this army, but he does force BYUN to pick up and push back. This is looking like a massive, massive setup for Solar in this game. This is a massive, massive setup. This is huge. BYUN trying to pull back on the south right now. He's in trouble. Solar is all over it right now. And if he can deny this base one more time, that's lights out for BYUN. Beautiful momentum, and I do think it's a fantastic Zerg back for the late game. Solar absolutely smashes, and he looks fan-bloody-tastic. GG, well played. All right, it turns out this is not a best of 3, guys. My replays were split up in my folder. It's actually a best of 5. And this man is now fighting for his life. In the bottom left side, Shopify Rebellion's BYUN. As I said, he's got the lead in their head-to-head recently. But it looks like Solar is showing up on point today. Now, this map's a lot better for the Terran. It's got fantastic choke points. It's got these bridges, these ridges. Amazing positionings for tanks and bio. Hard for the Ling Bane to close with the opponent unless you're coming in from multiple angles. So it's going to be a little more awkward for Solar to find the correct engagements. But opening up with a gas first. And I mean, BYUN, is he going 2 racks again? He's not rallying this SCV to the low ground. Yes, he is. BYUN, very predictably, is going for the 2 racks Reaper. Now, I believe in BYUN's opinion, if you go gas pool, you hurt your economy enough that he doesn't actually mind it. As long as he doesn't throw his Reapers away. If he loses his Reapers straight away to link speed, I think that's where things get very, very problematic. Oh, there's a question in chat about replay packs, by the way, guys. Keep in mind, a lot of these tournaments, like Kung Fu Cup and stuff, I don't get to drop the replays for those because they do not give them out publicly, only to casters. But I do try to sneak, let's just say every now and then I sneak in some tournament replays that maybe necessarily shouldn't be in there. Sometimes they slip their way in, but not always consistently. If you support on either the Patreon, links in the description. If you guys are on YouTube, you can get access to those replay packs, as well as if you're a subscriber on my Twitch channel is another way to get it. If you're watching live, try to put out a mixture of my own replays, as well as like my own show matches that I run and tournaments where those replays aren't necessarily explicitly prohibited from being shared. BYUN here. He's like, oh, hello, mates. Solar there. Is that a winky face? A squinty face? I think they're both meant to be eyes, right? Alright, BYUN's going to come forward. He's going to find out about that late hatchery. Maddox with a translation. BYUN says hi. Solar says hello. Sees Ling Speed already upgrading. He knows he's only got until about 2 minutes 55 before Ling Speed finishes. So not too much damage he can do here. Solar says bye to the Reaper after he leaves his base, and BYUN also says bye. Nice little chatter between these two. Reaper tries to go in, Reaper goes out. So it is a 3 Reaper opening into 4 racks. Ooh, okay. So I think he's basically saying, hey, Solar's cut a lot of economy to get these Zergling speed out so early. You know what? I'm going to stay on the front. Because making Ling speed, normally Terran runs away because they don't want to get their Reapers surrounded. But he knows that Solar has already cut a lot of economy to get an early gas and pool, so he doesn't really want to invest in a lot of Zerglings. He's only got 8 Zerglings. And 8 Zerglings actually loses a fight to 3 Reapers, funnily enough. So if he micros well enough, he can basically just beat these Zerglings in a fight. Solar coming in from the south though. BYUN. Uh-oh. Oh, BYUN's not watching. BYUN. Oh! Oh! Solar used the magnet! He used the magnet at the same time his Overlord was distracting BYUN's Marines. The Overlord went in, twerked that big bulbous booty in the face of those Marines. BYUN got excited and was not watching. Only killed a single Zergling for 3 Reapers, getting surrounded. Really bad for BYUN there. Nice play. Marines come out, managed to get a Zergling. 5 more Marines are building at a time. Wait, did he see the 4-racks? He did, right? So he both sees the 4 barracks and gets the Overlord out and surrounds the Reapers. Oh, this is not a good start for BYUN. Solar's like, yeah, I'm going to make a Baneling nest. Like, I know you're going 4x mass Marine timing. I'm absolutely going to get the Banelings ready. Where do you stop building workers, though? Because if you mass workers, Ling Bane off just 40 workers, your economy is not really that good. On the other hand, if BYUN still commits onto creep and lets you surround him, he's screwed. If you can crush this army, you're miles ahead. BYUN, knowing he's being scouted, should know to maybe do some light pressure at the edges, but if he steps on creep, the man has a death wish, and he deserves everything that comes his way. Come on, BYUN. You understand that he knows what's coming. 3rd command center and factory is on the way. If he shoves up this ramp, either of these ramps, man, the Ling Bane is going to have a chance to wrap around and surround and kill him. The Lings are setting up for it. BYUN. BYUN? Okay, BYUN manages to holster his rifle and put it back in his pants. And that's exactly what he needs to do. If he goes on creep, he's dead. Because he's already behind in this game, and if he loses these Marines, he's screwed. But at least right now, he preserves his units, and he keeps some pressure on. He's going to lose Tech Lab and Reactor, which sucks. But those, it's mostly time. The actual investment cost is not that big in those. And he's just going to rebuild 2 reactors there, funnily enough. He's already got a Tech Lab up inside the main, so no big deal. Factory's building a reactor. Looks like BYUN is very Widowmine focused today. Interesting. Double Evo Chamber coming in for Solar. He's also, after pushing the Marines back, drones the 3rd, takes both gases there. That's going to bring him up to 4 gases total. And it's not a massive worker advantage, but you got to realize Units Lost tab is so good for Solar. He's actually got a bigger army and a bigger worker count. Whereas often you look at Zerg and you say, oh, he's up 15 workers, but he's down 20, 30 army supply because he hasn't really started army production yet. In this game, Solar's already built a big safety force, and he's in a very comfortable spot. He's going to take a 4th base on the left. Interesting. I always thought players preferred the 4th and the right base. They're both very vulnerable. This one gets pushed down this left corridor a lot. The one on the right gets pushed down this ramp, as well as from the right side. There's like a nasty tank position behind there. But it is going to be Widow Mines, not Siege Tanks this time around. A few more reactors coming up, guys. That is a 7 racks build. Okay, 7 barracks. A bit of an oddball number there. And they all going to have reactors except for a single Tech Lab. This barracks up here has not produced anything just yet. Feels like a mass Marine style, just going to go YOLO. But he's actually... Wait. Is he not building any factory units? Okay, BYUN's actually mad. BYUN is actually... Is he doing a challenge? He's like, just Marines and Medivacs, no other units. Workers, Marines, and Medivacs. My name is BYUN. To be fair, he made a crazy comeback versus Solar with mass Marines the other week. Starts building extra reactors there on the last barracks and that. Double drop is in vision. Solar knows about it. Those Marines going to look to trade it decently before picking up. Slow pickup. Loses 6 Marines. Big mistake there for BYUN. Solar's already going up to 80 workers right now. Hydra upgrades are in the way as well. Damn, dude. BYUN does focus a Baneling. Damages the hatchery significantly. It's going to hit the left side as well. That is a lot of creep. Oh, man. I was watching a video on stream earlier today of a crow eating ticks off a wallaby's ears and off its neck. And this is reminding me of that. That is way too many creep tumors in one location. That is disgusting. Destroy the infestation. Kill the alien, the mutant, and the heretic. Yeah, I'd be filled with a goddamn righteous fury if I had that much creep in front of me. I'd say get the flamethrower out, man. All right. Ooh, the Spore Crawler is going to be very annoying. Forces him just to pick up and get out of there. A wallaby is like a chunky, smaller kangaroo, for those who don't know. Infestation pits on the way. Alright, units lost tab. I mean, BYUN's trading okay. He's still on nothing but Marines. Are you kidding me? Is he trolling, guys? He's literally on 9 barracks Marine production. He's building a second factory. He's making a few tech labs, so I assume he's going to be making something a little bit better over time, like Marauders, I guess. I guess just pure Marine Marauder. Okay, this man's a psychopath. Beating Grandmasters with stupid stuff. Apparently Harston has walked into BYUN's body. Trying to do a fun build right now. Marine push on the left. BYUN is going to use that mass Marine firepower. He's got a double drop in the back waiting to go in as well, and a push on the front. BYUN trying to overwhelm with the power of pure bio. Channeling the spirit of Bomber right now. Mass Marine Marauder and nothing else. Men with guns, let's go. He's got only 2 medevacs here. This army, if it gets jumped on, all those Marines just die to banelings on creep, guys. BYUN is in such a fragile, high damage position. He is playing this like the glass cannon race that we know Terran is. Widowmines and Marauders are being mixed in. But he's controlling the bridges pretty well. He's making this so hard for Solar. Is this the beginning of an epic comeback with just mass Marine? It might be. Lurkaden's on the way. Hive's almost finished. It's clearing the creep a little bit. He's got to be careful there. Remember what I said. There's only a few medevacs here. 2 more have arrived. It's ready to fight. Double drop behind the base. Gets in. Starts picking off a few drones. Solar cannot use the select all army key. That is what BYUN's doing right now. He's like, you have to not use that select all army key because I've got those drops in the back waiting to punish you. But he gets a good catch. Nice catch there for Solar. He's also damaging that base. That drop gets cleaned up. This drop goes back to that side. He's unloading in there, finding little bits of damage. Little pinpricks here and there start to stack up. Solar's worker count is not that high, 75. But he's already rebuilding more workers than he's lost. Orbitals behind it as well. No planetaries, just orbitals behind it. BYUN is as fragile as they come, guys. As I said, glass cannon. Super high damage army, but so fragile. He's going to get the Baneling Nest! Oh, click the Baneling Nest, click the Baneling Nest. That would be huge. He gets the Viper and the Baneling Nest. He saves almost all those units. Those guys do get cleaned up in the back, though. He micros the army on the front. Well, he gets 11 drone kills. He kills the 5th base over here. There's a new 6th base on the semi-gold base. Solar pops a semi on the left side of the map. Some people would say, put that away. I say, let it go, man. Show us the size of that semi. Very nice. 2 medevacs get picked off by the Hydras. The quad drop still on the right side, while the rest of the army's going to rally left. If he can clear that base right there, BYUN will be good, but he doesn't know about it. So he's breaking these rocks. I actually think keeping the rocks up is in his interest, but he clearly wants to get rid of this creep and this center control that the Zerg currently has. He sets a Widow Mine up there, he scans, and he decides, okay, maybe not just yet. Drilling Claws and 3-3 are on the way. The Baneling Nest trying to be rebuilt. Solar has an abundance of Banelings already. Looks like he saw the Baneling Nest was going to die and morphed a lot of extra Banelings ahead of time. Bio Army pushing in on the right side. The creep being respread, looking absolutely deadly right now. Get out of there, medevacs! Oh my god, the medevacs was too slow to boost. But he doesn't lose as many units as I thought he would. Does save a lot of them. Last minute clutch micro coming in handy. The Bio here on the left getting jumped on by the Ling Bane. The Marauders up front trying to tank the Marines, gunning down a lot of those units. A good pullback timing for Solar, making sure he does not overcommit. But the Marines going on creep, they got to be careful. He doesn't stim the Marauders because their job is just to tank. The Ling Bane does pull back. Great parasitic bomb in the middle of those medevacs. Youchies. Drop on the right side, getting cleaned up by the Hydras. 2 medevacs do survive. Looks like an F2 for BYUN. I think he's going to gather up. Wait, no. What's he doing right now? Why is his whole army in medevacs, guys? Okay, he's sending a triple drop to the left and the rest of his army to the right because Solar's counterattacking him. Remember what I said about his position being fragile? He loses one building command center. He loses another one to the Baneling getting killed by the Marine Marauder. Lingbane Hydra runs in on the 3rd. BYUN is in so much trouble right now. Solar swings in. He says, wait, why have I been defending this whole time? He literally throws a bucket of acid all over BYUN's workers. Oh man, Solar is on fire. 3-0 in the grand finals? Dude, when I found more replays, I thought we might see a comeback, but apparently no. Apparently no. GG, well played, dude. Solar is on fire right now. He is shutting him down. And BYUN just cannot get it done. Well played by Solar. Looking like a beast.